Hey guys, you're here with the three Brewmates. It's 9:25 in the morning on a Saturday and we are home brewing. You might notice we have a double batch of American Pale Ale. Just our water is heating up to 155 and we will be underway. Go ahead and let them know about our ingredients today and what we'll be using.
Alright, but for all of you counting out there, you have to drink after you cheers. So let's go over our ingredients. We're going to start with 2 pounds of just a domestic 2-row, 1 pound of Victory, and then a pound of Carapils. After that, for hops, we're going to go ahead and go with an ounce of Warrior and an ounce of Cascade. Cascade will be more of our aroma hop and kind of finishing. And 6 pounds of some nice gold malt. And today we're going to experiment with some nutrient blend. We're going to put about half a teaspoon in right at the 10 minutes left of our boil wort, and hopefully that'll make our yeast go crazy and have a bunch of fun.
We're here bringing up the water to about 155 and we're going to steep our grains for 45 to 50 minutes until the grains are spent.
It's really important that you stir a lot and you try and add as little heat as possible so you don't burn the grains. That would be bad. Kill all your enzymes off.
So you may notice we have 2 kettles on the stovetop today. I'm going to be in control of the left side and Watson's going to be brewing on the right side. And this is pretty much a full-out brew war.
I think I'm about ready to throw these grains in.
Okay, so we are actually staggering our batches about 25 minutes in between so that we can both use our coil cooling wort chiller and so we can both use the ice bath. Ice bath, exactly. So he's a little bit farther ahead. I'm about to add my greens and get this baby rolling.
Cheers. So now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to take this pot, I'm going to fill it up with just a little bit of water. Not much, I just want to make sure my grains have a wet surface to kind of stay on. I'm going to take a strainer and I'm going to just grab grains by the spoonful. So as this water is flowing off of our grains, it's taking off basically all the sugars and everything off of the grains. But as it drops, you're leaving some of that as a bed on top. You know, if you think about when it's really foamy and you do the same thing, the foam is what's going to be sitting on top of that. And that has a lot of the sugars and stuff that we want to keep in our wort.
Yay! Brew action.
I have water right here at 170 degrees. I used a kettle. And I'm going to start doing some sparging. I guess I'm going to do them on the pot, just like this.
Next thing I'm going to do is bring it up to about 185 and add my liquid malt extract in this thing from Northern Brewer. These come in buckets or dry malt extract or anything like that. The recipe that we're doing calls for liquid, and we'll let you know how it smells.
Yeah, look at that. Oh.
My wort, if you will, is at about 165. I'm going to bring it up to a little under a boil before I add my liquid malt extract. And once my liquid malt extract is fully dissolved and worked into my wort, then I will be ready to bring it up to a rolling boil and add hops. We're going to add 2 ounces of hops total. The first one I'm going to add is Cascade for the taste, and it's at a lower alpha acid percentage, and it's really going to add to the flavor, while the Warrior is really high in alpha acid percentage, and it's going to add to the bitterness as well as the aroma of the beer as a final product. So we got our 5-gallon, or my 5, so ready? Action. We have my 5-gallon wort pot going right now. I'm turning the heat back on now that my liquid malt extract is all dissolved in there. and I'm going to bring it up to 212, and when it hits the boil, I'm going to start a 60-minute timer and add my hops.
We brought it up to a boil, and we're gonna start doing our hop additions. So we're gonna do an ounce of this Cascade.
Delicious.
Look at this, man. Look at that milky. Ah. And if you guys could only smell the Cascade has like a citrus kind of hints to it, and it smells so good. Just butter and lemon butter.
Last addition of hops, about a half an ounce of Cascade, is going to be going into my brew kettle, along with a little tiny bit of Warrior. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's going to do good, so here goes nothing. Gotta be here. I know you want to be here doing this. You gotta get your own kit and start doing it. Everybody's doing it. Craft brew, home brew, whatever you do.
Alright, so this is the Brewmates cooling process. We are gonna use both an ice bath. So right here we just got some water in here. And we're gonna use an immersion wort chiller.
And as you can tell, we've already put our immersion wort chiller in here, in the wort. And it looks like just a spiral bound copper tubing. And we're gonna be running cold tap water through it in, what would you say, how long, chef?
Wait, what?
Take it off the burners and ice chill it as fast as we can.
Yep.
Another thing to note, this wort might chill faster if we did take the lid off. However, we choose to ensure that nothing can get into our wort at this point on. So we're going to err on the side of caution.
Now it's time to siphon and rack into our primary fermenter.
All right, ready?
Got everything already sterilized. I'm just gonna stick my hose in there.
The winner will be decided in 1 month's time. Okay, so we're gonna check our original gravity right here.
Pinch.
And I'm just gonna take this out.
Pinch technique. Very simple.
Shell her up.
Oh, that looks good, man.
Very nice color. Smells delicious. I hope you guys can smell that in there. Let's take a measurement. Very buoyant, I like that. Okay, so for you viewers at home,
So 1.06.
we are at about 1.06.
Nice.
1.059.
1.061.
Nice. That probably doesn't mean anything, but.
What? So we've now racked from our pot into our first fermenter. And first of all, first things first, gloves are the easiest way you can keep pretty good sterility. And it's very important. You contaminate the whole batch, and everything we did today was all for nothing. So here we are at the end of our brew session. It's been a great day of brewing. Cheers to an awesome brew war. The goal of today was to come in, make 2 batches side by side, and see if
Basically battle it out.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in a month. We're gonna taste this beer, tell you how it tastes.
And keep brewing more beer.
Keep at it. Stay tuned for our videos.